good evening, afternoon or morning, whichever time of day you're doing this. Gently, the work is good in an evening, before you go to bed even sometimes. But it just depends on how you feel, where you want to do your practice. Meditation itself, for now, I'm just going to take you through a little journey, because I think it's nice to do a visualization with somebody, especially when we use the breath. There's a moment, because I'm trying to stabilize it's on a very bouncy surface at the moment. So it looks like I'm moving a little bit. I don't want that to happen to you. I want to be bouncing. So we'll just get it to steady. Okay. So just finding your own breath today. So find where you just put your hand on your heart and start to breathe in gently through the nose. Flail the nostrils wide and just allow yourself to take yourself inwards. So close your eyes just for a few moments and give yourself a few moments just to breathe without any alteration, without any movement, just feeling your own breath coming in through the nose. Follow your breath. Snore the breath in if you can. So it means taking it in deeper, flailing the nostrils wide, and then drawing the shoulders up and shoulder blades together at the back. Gently let the shoulders drop down. A little bit of movement from side to side with the body, making sure you're comfortable wherever you are. If you're in a chair, just adjust yourself. And if you're on the floor and you're cross-legged, and just feel the two bones within the buttocks, just the sits bones we call them, tuberosity. That's a very long-winded name. And just sense the length of your spine. And just want you to breathe through the nose and out through the nose. Finding the hips are comfortable. And if you can, make sure the knees are either on line with the hips but not above them. So if you're seated, make sure the feet are grounded on the floor. So you've got the feet at least hip width apart and both feet on the ground and the toes parallel. So the insteps of the feet parallel, the toes on line with each other. Lengthen your spine, and I want you to sense the whole of the body moving as you breathe. So feeling the breath coming in and out through the nostrils, widening the nostrils if you can to let the breath come in. And now just soften everything inwards. Feel the connection to the seat or the floor, wherever you are. And listen with your ears to sounds on the periphery all around you. Sounds outside of the room, if you can hear sounds outside. Keep the breath gently flowing in. Don't force it, just follow it. And as the breath siphons out, surrender. Feel gravity holding you here in the seat where you are. Sense the breath out, going down through the body. And if you can now, just connect to the tailbone, to the pelvic area. Just lengthen the spine from there as you breathe in. Feel the uplift of the breath. And as the breath comes out, I want you to let it flow. So it's like you can imagine the sea coming in, a trickle of waves coming in on the shore of the beach, and then there's a trickle that turns around and goes back out again. Your breath's rather like that. So just imagine your breath, just like the ebb and flow of the gentle trickling in of waves and breathing out, breathing in, as the wonderful small waves return to the vast ocean, and then the breath just moves with you. So the snoring breath, gently listening to the breath coming in through the nose, not trying to alter this any major way now, just following your breath. Put a smile on your face and relax the jaw on your next out breath. Gently with the eyes closed, no forcing this. Gentle eye closed, gentle. Gentle turning up of the lips, the mouth, to a smile. Relax the jawbone. It's where the ears meet the mandible, relax that area. If you want to, you can even put your hands up there and just feel where the ear meets the jawbone, just gently, with the pads of your middle fingers, 3 middle fingers, just circular motion there, just release the jaw. And gently open the eyes if you'd like to, but keep the breath going. There's this little bit of massage here, just by the jawbone, and then take it down to the jaw itself, and just take it round where the jawbone itself is. You can feel it, and then underneath you can feel under here, just a little bit of movement here. Open your mouth, hold the 2 index fingers here, and just draw the breath in. Let the jaw close. So you can gently put a little bit of pressure here, draw the jaw down, hold it a second, and then let the jaw go. Holding here again, just give a little bit of massage, just where this wonderful line from the cheekbone meets the mandible. So finding where the jawbone is, and just feeling a little bit of circular motion here all the way down. I would like you to hold the hand now on the nose and just do a circular motion with the hand, just a little gentle motion, circular motion, just the end of the nose, where the nose itself, as long as you've not got any problems with your nose, there's the cartilage there, just a little gentle softening. As long as your hands are warm, it'll be nice with warm hands. If they're not, rub them together, get some water first, and just do this little drawing down. Now, just feeling with the fingertips, just here, just between the eyes, and just lift the forehead up a little bit, and then just draw the fingertips across the top of the brow, and just draw the hands down the chin and just let go. Have a good look. Yawning is contagious, so just have a good yawn. And then I'd just like you to find where you feel comfortable. So if you feel the hips are not right, get up, move around, just have a good wriggle and a stretch, and sit back down again. So I'm going to take you on a little voyage this time. So if you want to sit in the chair, you can, but be aware that you may go deeper and deeper. I want you to stay awake. I don't want you to fall asleep. I'd like you to stay awake for this one. And just sense where you are in whatever space you're in. But make sure your spine's lengthened if you're sitting up, and that you're comfortable with the shoulders over the hips, and the shoulders are relaxing. The hands are gently relaxing, either in the lap or on the knees or on the thighs, palms down or up, whichever way you want. And that the feet are grounded and you feel comfortable, and the spine feels comfortable. So the shoulders are right over your hips. If you're going onto the floor, you can lie down on your back and just allow the hands to come out. So imagine there's a little tennis ball here, and you take the hands out and you have their palms up. You've got to try and sort of release the shoulder girdle down the back of the spine as you lay. And if you find you're doing this as you lie down, your chin's together, I want you to tip it down and maybe put a bit of a cushion under the head, so that you're not taking the head into a flexion like this, or taking it up backwards. You've got nice balance on the floor with the back of the head on a cushion, something soft. Cover yourself with a blanket if you're on the floor. So you can pause me for now if you want to go and get a blanket and come back to it. So finding space, that's the key. And making sure that you're not touching anything around you if you can. And on the floor, maybe stretch out a blanket on the floor or something on the floor if you can't connect to a carpet. If you've got a yoga mat, then put the yoga mat down. And if you feel comfortable with the legs lengthening away from you, we're just going to flop where the feet are there, you just flop the feet outwards. So see how it feels for your lower spine. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you bend your knees, you put something underneath the knees. You can roll a towel up and just put them under the knees, or just put a couple of cushions underneath the back of the kneecaps, the back of the legs. And that just lets the knees rest gently, and it releases any tension from the lower spine, because we're going to be on the floor for a while. And if you're seated in the chair, just feel comfortable. You're going to go inwards slightly, so you want to feel balance. And if you're on a chair where you may drift off, just tell yourself to remain awake. So what we're going to do today is a visualization, just to take you on a bit of body dialoguing again, with a bit of sounding at the end. And it just takes you into a deep state where we can find the silence at the end. And the silence is where we go into a meditative place. So the silence is the beauty of it. When we find a space where we can just be, and we're just breathing and witnessing and just present. And sometimes the mind chatter goes, and you just feel very, very calm. So that's the key for the breath work and to get you into meditative states. It's just to find where it's easy. You're not trying to do anything. You're just being. That's all it's about. A lot of people find it difficult because they say the mind chatter, nothing switches off. But it does. When you realize that you actually can contemplate on something, a visualization might take you there. Sounds with the singing bowls, as we've done before, takes us into it. Or just a visualization with a voice and talking through. So let's just find your space, seated or on the floor. Close your eyes gently. Take a lovely, long, luxurious, gentle breath in through the nostrils as they flail open. Take a long breath, and then as the breath turns around at the top, allow the breath to gently siphon out. And as you breathe, if you're on the floor, just take attention to it going inwards through the nose, from the seat, going inwards through the nose, and you're surrendering the whole of the back of the body and the sits bones seated on a chair, going down through the legs into the floor. Breathing in, just pay attention to the breath coming in through the nose. Follow it down the back of the throat. Follow it to the space within the lungs. You're going to slow the breath down as much as we can. It's like a gentle, gentle, gentle dance of the body as the breath gently goes in through the nose. Follow it, back of the throat, down into the chest. Feel the lungs expanding, feel the ribcage moving, and gently feel the whole body siphon back down. Wherever you are touching, chair or the earth, just allow gravity to hold you here and remain awake. Paying attention to the gentle flow as the breath empties and the tummy may move. The spine gently moves. As you breathe, the lungs fill up. There's a gentle expansion outwards. You feel a little upliftment, the spine gently moves. And as you siphon the breath back out again, just surrender through the body. I'd like you to witness each part of the body as I talk you through it. And just sense the breath coming and going. A little bit of silence as you allow yourself to tune in to the breath coming in through the nose. Follow it down the back of the throat to the space next to your physical heart. Feel the expansion of your own chest and the surrender of the body on the out-breath. Before the next in-breath comes, just connect to your body. Feel that gentleness coming in through the nose. Follow the breath to the heart center, space next to your heart on the left-hand side of the chest. And allow the whole of the back of you to surrender to the earth if you're on the floor, or right from the crown of the head all the way through the body like a scanner, through the whole body and the legs to the floor and the feet. I want you to imagine now the center of our earth, and on the in-breath just visualize breathing deep to the center of our earth, gravity, the central part of the earth. Just witness the breath coming and going, and just sense you are being held here by gravity, connecting to the center of the earth. And just allow the flow of the breath. And the next in-breath, I want you to imagine now the upward movement, the feeling of connection to the sky, to the stars, to the universe. And on the next in-breath, just seeing that breath lift you up to see the sky, the stars. And just allow yourself to breathe out and connect to the heart center again. Breathing into the heart center. I just want you to imagine now, shining above you, beautiful, glorious sunshine. The wonderful orange glow of the sun, kissing your face. Behind the closed eyes, there's an orange glow. And now picture yourself in one of your most favorite places. Could be anywhere. A beach, garden, under a tree, in some woods, by a lake, by a river. It's one of your most favorite, beautiful places in nature. Just see that place in your mind's eye, in the middle of the head, and take yourself there with the sun beaming down gently, wonderful orange warm glow. Feel the whole of your face absorbing that warmth, the gentle warmth. Feel the warmth of the glow. The air you breathe in is warm. And follow it deep into the body, softening the jaw, the face. Every breath in and every breath out is a gentle flow. And you're in your favorite place, just laying or seated. And the sun is just gently caressing the face. And now the sun is just going to kiss the top of the crown of the head. Let the breath come and go with ease, lengthening the spine. You feel the expansion of the lungs, and you let that breath surrender any part of you that needs to just be. You can see the space all around you, this place you love so much, and put the smile on your face. And feel that sunshine cascading like a shower across the crown of the head, through the face, shoulders. And just breathe the sunshine now into the body. Allowing the shoulders to spread. Letting the arms relax. And you're just following the breath with ease, wherever it takes you. Just imagine just being present in that beautiful space, in nature. Hear sounds around you, birds singing maybe, water trickling. The sun, keeping that beauty and the warmth on your face. smile on your face. And just flow through your body with a gentle breath. Finding the space within, next to the physical heart, where there's a light within. Space within created by your own breath as you breathe with ease. Thoughts that come in, just tell them they're thoughts. Let them float on by like clouds in the sky. And just sense the body itself, every part of you. And feel the brightness and lightness where the breath takes you, the prana, your life force in flow. It's a lovely space to just gently breathe in. Remembering the smile on your face, and let's put that smile through every single cell in your body. Every cell in your body is radiant light. It has space. Just allow the gentle flow of your breath to come and go with ease, remaining awake. And I'm just going to let go of our visualization of being in that place in nature and just find yourself on the floor or a chair where you are and listen to sounds within your own room. Outside may come in a little bit. The room itself, there may be a ticking clock, there may be just little creaks on little sounds within the room. Just find where the sound is coming in through the ears. And then feel your body, the skin as you breathe. The outside line of you sitting or lying, wherever you are. And allow the breath to just flow and glow. Taking yourself inwards now to the space within. The space next to the physical heart. And allow that flow. Just sensing the body in touch with the earth, the back of the head. Breathe into that space. Breathe in to the skull at the back of the head. And on the out-breath, just surrender, just smile. Allow the face to just be. Breathe in to the forehead, space and light there. Allow yourself to breathe in to the skull, and the sides of the head. Just feel the breath now as the oxygen feeds the brain with every breath. Any thoughts that come in, just see them as clouds floating on by in a clear blue sky. Pay attention to the jaw and the ears and the smile on your face, the softness in your eyes. If you need to, you can stretch the forehead and release it. Feel the glow flow across the face, as that smile lifts the eyes. Little floatings behind the closed eyes. Following your breath, allow the breath to go in. And just feel it flow down through the throat. Imagine breathing into the throat center. Surrendering down through the arms, through the shoulder blades. And if you're on the floor, feel those shoulder blades spread like wings. If you're seated, feel them drop down the back of the rib cage. Feel the upliftment as the breath gently flows in. Feel the expansion in your own rib cage. And breathe now into the parts of the shoulders and the front of the body. And surrender down each arm on the out-breath. And the next breath, just feel that glow through from the shoulders, the top of the shoulders, to the center of the biceps. Imagine breathing into that space. And let the breath go on the out-breath, down across the elbows. Breathe in to the backs of the elbows in contact with the floor if you're on the floor. Or just allow yourself to breathe into the elbows if you're seated. Allow the glow flow to go down through the forearms. The lower arms. The hands in contact with wherever you're touching. And if you're laying on the floor, the backs of the hands may be on the floor. We'd like you to breathe in and imagine the glow into the palms of your hands, the softness, the warmth. Surrender the thumbs, the index fingers, the middle fingers, the ring fingers, and the little fingers. Follow the glow flow of your own breath in and out. What we call the prana, your life force in flow, the electrics of you. Breathing in, you'll feel the glow from the little fingers all the way up to the armpits. And you feel the shoulders just release and surrender from the nape of the neck now, all the way down your backbone, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. The muscles either side of the spine relaxed, just being. The rib cage gently undulating, moving outwards and softening inwards as the breath expands the chest, just gently moving. Minuscule movements. Just follow that. Follow the breath as it floats through your body. Surrender from the tummy area now, so where the stomach is. Imagine breathing in there. And on the out-breath, just allow the stomach to just surrender, release, just be. And surrender with the whole body breath by letting the air siphon in, take it down through the whole of the body. And you can even imagine breathing out through the hips and down through the legs. I'd like you to imagine breathing into the whole of the pelvic area, the whole of the lower body, from the crown of the head, flowing through the upper part of the body. But the breath comes out, down through the hips, through the inner thighs, the knees, the inside of the legs, and down to the soles of the feet. The in-breath, you can imagine just coming in gently through the crown of the head and scan it through the body on the out-breath. Just scan it gently through your body on the out-breath. Till it goes down through the legs, out gently, soles of the feet. You can even imagine breathing in, now this is interesting, through the soles of the feet. A gentle glow flow comes up through the soles of the feet, all the way through the internal legs, all the way up to the whole of the body, all the way up the spine, all the way up through the arm, to the crown of the head again. And you can even imagine breathing out from the crown of the head, like a scanner, all the way through the body to the feet again. Follow that breath. Up the body, and down maybe through the front, through the face, across the face, down through the body. Take your time, just witnessing The breath coming and going with ease, the heartbeat working, all the internal organs working for you. And you're going to breathe into any part of you that you feel needs a little extra bit of breath and a bit of light. Could be the shoulders, back of the neck. Could be the hips, could be the knees. Just breathe in now to any space you're taken to that you feel you need a little extra light breath into. Because where you take yourself to, we are allowing that part to just be. So as we work now with the breath coming in gently through the nose, you feel it go down the throat. You feel the expansion of your own lungs. You're feeling the body in a beautiful state of just being and glowing. Every cell knows what it's there for. So just allow the breath to take you inwards, deeper and deeper. And on the next out breath, just imagine these hips surrendering and the buttocks are slightly spreading, so you feel grounded here, but you've got this upliftment of breath coming in. It's not forced breath, it's just a flow. You're going with the flow of the body. And wherever you are, allow. Just sense the breath breathing the body and the body breathing with your breath. So you feel the heartbeat, the internals, the heartbeat. You sense the body surrendering and relaxing, and yet every cell knows what it's there for. And as you sense this glow through, the glow of flow, just be with it. Just follow the breath. Follow the breath. Keep following your breath. It's like the whole of the inner you is shining, is light, radiant light. Just sensing the whole body and how amazing it is, how wonderful this thing we call the human body is. And the brain, the mind, it does its thinking, but it can be just witnessed as we feel and know the body in flow and glow. Just breathing in again to anything, any area, and it's lovely usually to breathe into the heart center and then down through the body, through the hips and down through the legs. Sensing the lower part of the body, the legs themselves, just falling outwards, just feeling that breath. And if you're seated, you can even imagine breathing in all the way up to the crown of the head and down, scan the body through to the hips and all the way down the legs to the feet and to the center of the earth. Breathing in, you're going all the way up and lifting up. If you're on the floor, you feel this glow flow of you and the space you take up on the floor. You feel it coming out, radiating outwards from the skin. And just allow the flow. The breath slowed down. And just allowing yourself a next few minutes just to be with this. If you tune now in to the heart center, to the space next to the physical heart, you feel your chest expand and contract. Minuscule movement. And just bask a while in your own light. breathing slowly. Remember the thoughts that come in, they just float on by like clouds in a clear blue sky. But follow that wonderful softening of the breath. It's almost like you're witnessing the different parts of you, but as a whole, glowing and flowing, just basking in your own light. And remember the smile on the face. Takes you deep into stillness. Just carry on with the breath, gently breathing. And follow where the breath's taking you. Follow the internals of the body. And see that wonder of you. In stillness we glow. In silence within, the space next to the physical heart, the seat of unconditional love. A chance to just be, not have to do anything. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. And then the next breath, we're just going to take a really deep breath in. Feel the lungs up. And just surrender that breath wherever it flows to. And for the next 2 minutes, just be with the breath. Just allow the glow flow, the prana, your life force, to take you wherever it would like to take you. Remaining awake. There may be colours. You may see the little floatings behind your closed eyes. Just surrender the whole body. This smile on your face is echoing through every cell in your body. The smile of life. Not having to do anything, just being. And this space is always here, it doesn't go anywhere. You just take time out to just sit or lay down and just be. Body dialoguing, witnessing parts of the body, and just following the internals of your breath within takes you deeper and deeper. It allows the body to absorb oxygen in a better way, a stiller way. It allows the body to gently tune in so that every cell gets its maximum energies from the breath you breathe. And as you go into stillness, the body starts to recharge even deeper, to restore, to rest. And this is deeper, deeper, deeper. The brain states have gone down, and it's taking you into this deep state, a space within, between the awake and the asleep state, where we are just being and breathing with ease, remembering the smile on the face. You're doing really well. We're just gently now going to bring ourselves back. Just witnessing the breath deepening, seeing the colours maybe behind the closed eyes. Remembering your smile. Just going to pay attention to gently, gently bringing you back from the stillness within. Just witnessing the body now coming back by gently moving the fingers and the toes. Just basking for a few moments. Just deepening the breath. The sound of the singing bowl bringing you back. Just sensing the toes moving, the breath deepening, the fingers wriggling, listening to the sounds. And as you gently start to deepen the breath even more, keep your eyes closed the whole time. But start to bring some movement within the body. If you're seated, lengthen the spine, move the shoulders and the hands. If you're on the floor, gently start to move the heels towards the buttocks, bending the knees, and put the two legs together, knees together. You can gently start to move the knees as one unit from side to side with the heels close to the the bottom to the buttocks. And just windscreen wipe the legs gently, awakening the spine. You may then lift the hands over the head and have a little stretch out, or you can put the hands straight onto the heart center and just cup the heart for a few moments. And then as you move, you can start to drift over to the right-hand side, take the hands to the floor, and just curl up as you would do in bed, or as a child would curl up in a fetal position, just curling up for a few moments, keeping the breath going, the eyes closed. If you're seated, you're starting to move the shoulders and stirring a little bit from side to side with the hips, holding the palms of the hands maybe on the thighs, just holding the knees and lengthening the spine. Hold a good yawn. Keep the eyes closed. We're going to then, if you're on the floor, slowly lift yourself up. Take the head up last with the eyes still closed, but put the hands on the floor and gently move up. Really slow motion, slow-mo, till you get up to seated. And when you're seated, find a comfortable place to sit with the eyes closed and rub your palms together. For those seated, we're going to rub our hands together now, really hard. Find some heat in the palms. So once you're seated, we're rubbing the palms together. Find a load of heat. Really, really keep them going. Really work the palms hard together. Rub, 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 rub. And really work it as if you were rubbing two sticks together to create some fire through sticks. Like a Boy Scout rubbing sticks together. Just rubbing the palms, rubbing the palms, rubbing the palms as much as you can till the heat comes through. When you're ready, just gently tip the head forward. Place the heel of the hand, one hand on right cheek, one hand on the left cheek. Wrap the fingers. So you've got the nose sticking through the gentle part. Wrap the fingers over your eyes. Gently tip the chin towards the collarbone. And just soften the hands and the fingers. And just let the eyes rest, absorbing the warmth from the milky darkness or whatever colours you might have there. Breathe. Let the eyes breathe. And the warmth from the palms feed the eyes. Gently, gently, just moving the hands apart. Opens up the nostrils a little bit. Not too much pressure. Very gentle softness in the face. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the whole of the body. Deep breaths. And then parting the fingers. Just lifting the chin a little bit and draw the hands down away from the face. Slowly let the light back in. Gently opening the eyes. Gently. From the fingers. Smile. And breathe. Now take a deep breath in. Lovely deep breath. Long, luxurious breath. And find the two collarbones. One here. And just go 2 inches down and into the center. Find 2 or 3 fingers. 2 or 3 fingers, whichever ones you want to use. And we're just going to tap that area. Just gentle tapping with a smile on your face. The thymus is behind, it just brings you back. Because when we've gone into a very, very deep state, it's allowed everything. You're one great mass of vibration. The whole body, every cell, is a massive vibration. So when you're coming back, it's almost like you've morphed out sort of thing. So you're coming back, and we're actually tapping the thymus to activate the glands. Just letting the body come back with the breath, opening up. We've let the brain relax. Everything's had a lovely relaxation. Everything's gone into a deep space. But in that space, you've touched on, maybe, hopefully. If not, then do keep practicing. You touched on the place where meditation is. It's just the state of bliss. And onion layers start to peel off. We start to get clarity. You're coming back. So hopefully you feel a little bit more centered. And it's been nearly 40 odd minutes, so you've done really, really well. And all I've done there is talk you through breath practice, a visualization, you've body dialogued, and you've gone inwards to the cell area to calm, to feel the inner you, as we call it, in the bliss states. So this place is always there. the heart working beautifully, the breath working for you, the inner, all the organs have just had a lovely time to just be, and they know what they're there for. You know, they've got this amazing machine called the brain that works for us so wonderfully, but we often are, there's too much going on. So breathing and bringing it into this place where we call the center, the core of you, is a fantastic journey. And we can do it just by lots of other ways, but visualization, talk-throughs, just having somebody to guide you through what we've just done. We touched on a beach, we went to your nature, your favourite place. That may have worked for you. We touched on sound, we brought you back with some sound as well. And even sound takes us into it and it brings us back. We had a bit of sounding through the vocals, through the voice. So the echo that comes from the heart chamber through the throat, which is actually your cave. That's where you echo from your heart. The sounds come out. We all one big tone, you know. We speak in a certain way. You know, you can use the voice for all sorts, but then we can use the voice as well to sound through the body, and it resonates with us. It keeps us in tune. So we can actually use the voice to go into meditation as well. Or someone can talk you through. So there's lots of things. We've had the visuals, we've had all the 5 senses we went through. I didn't quite touch on smell. That's another thing we'll do another time. But we have senses that we can take ourselves through to go inwards, and it takes us in. And there's as much space in here as there is outside. You know? So we're really the micro and the macro of it all. Because we are just one great big maths, you know, with science. We're a mass of wonderful chemicals and something that sparks a brain that calls us human. And we've evolved over a long time. So finding the breath for you to take you into meditation. Remember what we've done over the past few weeks. Still do box breathing. Count of 4, hold the breath for 4, breathe out for 4, hold the breath out for 4. Keep doing that each day. It takes you into a still place where you start to work with your body. What we did today, we've done body dialoguing, where we've gone into different parts within you, shoulders, arms, every part of the body, just to let it be, let it relax. And we can actually go for longer. So at the end there, I only give you a few moments without me talking through, but the whole thing was the journey into that lovely space that takes us into a meditative space, meditative state. And there are many states of meditation too, many states. But it's a lovely journey. And it's nice just to give yourself, for the last hour, that time just to breathe and just to be. And we'll do many other things. So it'd be lovely to have a group of people all working together, because when we sit in a circle or we lay down, the hearts all link together and we breathe for each other. We don't think we do, but we do, because every one of us is connected. We all resonate on this earth. The prana, our life force, is here. The life force in the air we breathe. All the compounds of the air, the chemicals. There's lots of science now to say where the breath takes us and how the body rejuvenates, how it recharges itself, how it actually functions, you know, how we go from our consciousness to, you know, cell consciousness, and how we can actually visualize and how we can actually just be with it all. And we call it prayer, we call it meditation, whatever we want to call it, whatever label we want to give that. Beautiful stillness that we know is always there, never goes anywhere. You can have that all day long when you witness the breath and you just know where you are. And then we don't know where we are at all, really. But it's a beautiful space to know and to work with it, just to give your life that balance, that extra part of the balance where we are centered. And things come through with clarity. And at that time, then we can start organising things better. We work stronger. We work better. We actually function better. We sleep better. And we connect with our fellow human beings and ourselves. We really do start to love this body, this person, this being here, more and more and more and more. Because once you can do that and breathe for yourself and feel this balance, then the connection with everyone else around you is lifted. We lift our own spirit. We lift our own hearts. We lift our own light upwards. So in whatever way we can. And actually, it's quite amazing to know that stillness within and that breath, that just beingness, that very humanness of you, is unfathomable. We can just venture anywhere with it. So you can actually start to feel that you're in control. You're actually able to witness your own life, where you want to be, how you want to do it. Yes, we still got to do the daily routines and get up and be out and work and drive and children and families and, all the different compartmentalizations of everything. But we're able to use that as a 360-degree breath to find where that wholeness comes into life. Through meditation, through mindfulness as well, when we start working with the mindfulness, that is a different thing altogether. There are different ways to mindfulness, there are different types of mindfulness. There are practices from all different religions. That is mindfulness to me. But there is also going back in time, back in time, where mindfulness was actually a state of being, a state of just knowing what you turn from unconscious into conscious. The awakenings, they call it in the yoga world. But it's where we're just witnessing who we are, how we're being, how we're speaking, how we're saying things. And it's a lovely, lovely journey. And breathe. And again, lovely deep breath. And breathe. And surrender the out-breath. So thank you for coming and enjoying a journey of the contemplative states in different ways that take us on journeying into a bliss state of meditation. Once we actually reach and tap into different meditative places, we find we can stay in there. We can actually be in that still zone, that stillness, the sound goes, everything goes. We're just being, we exist. And we can actually have that lengthen as well. And then actually life becomes your meditation. So we go from a practice, and it does take practice, from a daily gentle practice of just breathing, count 4, hold for 4, hold it out for 4 the breath, and breathe it in for 4 the breath. So we go from that, just doing that a couple of minutes in the morning, a couple of minutes at night, and we can take ourselves on journeys just by doing the other practices, the many other practices which we'll touch into another time. And just breathe. So thank you. Go well this week. Just stick with the practice. Just stick with even just sitting and just taking yourself in, just finding where it feels comfortable. The shoulders are comfortable, the body's right. You really are centered on your hips. Because I'm saying, once you've actually got this structure and your inner seat, you can actually work with gravity, to work with the stomach area, to work with the heart area. When you touch your heart and breathe, you're immediately taken to that space. You can actually feel your own heartbeat when you touch the heart. If you touch the head and the heart, you can breathe into the hand and you breathe into the head. You can breathe into the space underneath the hand. And you gradually drift everything out, and we bring it into what we call, in the Buddhist world, what we call Beta Bhavan. We can take it into prayer state, but press the 2 thumbs together, thumbs on top, and you just drop into the lap. Or you can have the hands upright to receive it down, and it makes you feel more inwards, outwards, inwards. So whichever. So thank you. We'll see you again next week, hopefully. And I'm Gill Gosling, and this is the YMCA doing the meditations for them weekly. And we started with the basics, which is working through different things, adding things on each week. And if anybody wants anything extra, then when we open up again, hopefully we'll be able to have a group that meets up. It would be beautiful to do that, to work together. And we'd go on journeys and voyages with different things, all the different tools you use to get into meditative states. Candle gazing, reading, all sorts gets us there. All sorts gets us there. So just finding the breath is the beginnings of it. And once we've done that, we can then take it anywhere. So thank you. See you again next week. And for now, a little moon chime, because it's been the full moon this week. So a little moon chime, they call this one. The gentleness that is sound. And thank you. Go well. Remember, the peace lies within you. It doesn't go anywhere. And loving yourself is a journey. Understanding yourself is a journey. And as we do that, we learn to link together, to then have a relationship, not just with ourselves, but with others, that becomes deeper and more meaningful. Bye for now.